December, hopefully, even before Christmas, we will have these turbines fired. So that date has not changed, and that's the date we are still hoping, by God's grace, that Bayelsa will have 24 hours uninterrupted power supply.
For decades, Bayelsa State, rich in natural resources, talent and aspiration, has struggled with one challenge: power. The kind of power that lights homes, energizes industries and fills dreams. Today, a new chapter is being written. A chapter powered by innovation, determination and the promise of a brighter future. This is the story of the newly installed Bayelsa gas turbines and how they are transforming the energy landscape of the Niger Delta. For many Bayelsans, power supply has long been an unpredictable part of daily life. Businesses spend more on fuel than on growth. Students read by torchlight. Health centers struggle during emergencies. The need for a sustainable, reliable solution became impossible to ignore.
It has affected us so much. I think earlier when we had a power issue, we lost so many goods. We had losses. And I think that prompted us to get solar. And you cannot depend on solar because it won't be able to carry all your machines. As you can see, we have machines, some equipment you are using to work. So the solar cannot carry everything. So we are hoping on the government, as they promise to give us a gas turbine so we can have steady power supply.
The story of unstable power supply is common in Nigeria, but in Bayelsa, Governor Diri'S decided it was time for a bold step, one that would harness the state's natural gas wealth for the benefit of its people.
Hopefully, even before Christmas, we will have these turbines fired up. So that date has not changed, and that's the date we are still hoping, by God's grace, that Bayelsa will have 24 hours uninterrupted power supply.
Whatever pronouncement the governor made was as a result of our own information to him. So he's not wrong by saying that, yes, this equipment should be up and running in December. We are working assiduously towards that. There could be one or two reasons why I will not be able to be too blunt to you, but the fact remains that we are working day and night to ensure that every bit and pieces that is currently not even on ground is brought, and then we'll fix it and then we'll run the machine as quickly as possible. Certain things that are completely outside our own control. For instance, shipment. You could ship something and then the ETA would show that by the 10th of December, this is supposed to be here. As soon as you continue tracking, you discover change of the ETA every other day. And in most cases, ETAs are never changed backwards. Instead, you see them changing forward. The two machines that we expected to have arrived by the 3rd or 5th of December are only arriving now on air. So we are supposed to clear them on Tuesday to bring them to come and make up the 8 machines that we have actually ordered for. So, and to put all that together, we need to work day and night to ensure that we meet all the timelines. So once the 2 machines are here, I can guarantee you that if you come to this day, you discover that there's a 24 hours round clock working to ensure that we meet whatever targets we have set for ourselves.
The vision was clear. Build a world-class gas turbine facility capable of delivering efficient, cleaner and more stable electricity.
What's the total size of the land?
I think what we are using currently now is about is it 30 plots or thereabout, but we have 150 plots here taken already. So we paid close to 500 million to acquire this place.
Whoa.
So it was not a matter of government has a right to.
So this thing was
every
intentional?
land. Yes, it was deliberate.
Hmm.
It was very deliberate.
Amazing.
It was very deliberate. So
Amazing.
nobody is coming. That's why nobody is coming to disturb us here as we are working.
There'll be no lawsuit tomorrow.
That you're owing me this and the rest. So we didn't pay compensation. We acquired the land properly, commercial rates, documented it, and there's a C of O already for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But turning vision into reality required planning, collaboration, and the mobilization of some of the most skilled energy professionals in Nigeria.
Power plants are such that electricity, let me say, not say power plant, electricity is such that it doesn't work like telecommunications, where you just go and stand a mast somewhere and you radiate waves, sound waves, or electromechanical waves to ensure that you dissipate that energy and turn it to speech or videos. The network re-engineering is very, very huge. You know, we have a very expansive network here, even in Yenegua. So in the first instance, how do we create an off-grid system that will ensure that we take the whole of Yenegua? Then thereafter, we will now be doing what we refer to as extension of the network to other areas that will be easy for us to manage, because it has become clear that synchronized electricity, that is central synchronized grid system, is almost failing because of the vegetation or the terrain we find ourselves. So first and foremost, we are carving an off-grid system to cater for Yenegua and its environs. The environs could include Ogbeya, some parts of Kolokbo-Pokma, Yenegua, and several other places. But even at that, if we don't engineer this network properly, it may even cause calamity to us. And networks are not things that you can immediately say, no, let me bring up this entire network and put it on a system. It's absolutely something that requires a lot of technicalities, so that at the end of the day, rather than having challenges, we have a seamless distribution of electricity. So I can only tell you that we are improving on a network to ensure that we include anywhere that is going to be easy for us to attach to our distribution network.
The newly installed gas turbines represent cutting-edge engineering. Designed for efficiency, durability, and environmental responsibility, they can generate power at levels capable of energizing thousands of homes and businesses across the state. With systems like advanced control modules, real-time monitoring, and protective shutdown circuits, the facility combines modern technology with world-class safety standards.
We did about 400 meters of 6 inches gas pipeline to this point. At this point is where the entire gas is going to process to allow the gas intake of the system regulated. Because the pressure that comes in from the pipeline is about 80 bars. These machines run at 20 bars maximum, the pressure. So you need to bring it into a system that will regulate the pressure for these power plants to intake. Anything above 20 bars will trip the machines.
Okay, once it exceeds 20 bars,
yes,
you strip it off?
Yes, you strip the machines. Well, you see it as an abnormal situation.
So there's a control measure of
That's
device.
what we have there.
Oh, I see.
That's what we have there.
Okay.
That's what we have there. So
it automatically can do that regulation?
Yes, once you put the raw gas into it, it knocks out all condensate. We call it a KO, the knockout drum. Then it passes through the two chambers that you are seeing at that place.
Yes.
Then these are heaters. It will now heat the gas to the required temperature of these machines before the machine will start running.
I see.
So there is both for reduction of the pressure, removal of impurities, and then heating of the gas to required intake parameters.
I see. In terms of modern technology in gas turbine, do you say this is about the same?
The solar turbine actually is a Caterpillar product.
Okay.
Solar turbines are the turbines that run practically most of the oil fields in this country.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Solar turbine?
Yes, yes. Solar is actually a company owned by Caterpillar. And so if you look at the ruggedity of Caterpillar,
Yeah, the famous
then,
caterpillar that we know now.
yes, then you know that well, we bought the right machines.
Hmm.
We bought the right machines.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. Wow.
And they are easier to maintain because they don't have two different segments to run. They are industrial machines, so one single lubricating system will run both the gas generator, then the alternator. Unlike the derivative engines, where you need different type of lubrication for the gas generator, which is like the aeroplane engine, and then another type of oil for the alternator, which is the generator itself. This one common oil takes care of everything. So it runs with just that oil and air and auxiliary supply.
Okay, from your phone you can operate it?
Yes, I can. I will see everything.
Oh, really?
We already have a Starlink connected to this place as our network provider. So we have a fast internet connectivity, and also to monitor everything that is going on. This system is provided with a SCADA system. SCADA is supervised control and data acquisition system. So, and there's a link with which I'll be able to link to the network here and then see everything that is happening.
So wherever you are, you can see
I can see everything.
Amazing.
I can see everything.
Amazing.
That's yes. After now, we'll fence off the whole of this place.
Exactly.
And
the
governor,
fencing is not here.
the governor still insisted that he was not going to use the police. He's going to use the police, the soldiers here.
The arrival of the Bayelsa gas turbines is more than an engineering milestone. It's a social and economic transformation. With increased power supply, industries can plan better. Farmers can process goods, and young entrepreneurs can innovate without fear of sudden blackouts.
To me, electricity is a precondition for every development. And I put it for that without it, no socioeconomic development can take place. So it's a catalyzer. And therefore, I expect, even within Bayelsa State, some suppressed laws coming out. Not to talk about people who want to migrate into this place to ensure that they take advantage of the availability of power. What we are doing here is such that we are even willing to expand it as much as to industrial estates. Not only have we thought of that, we are even talking to Wando to see if we can create a small domestic gas grid from what we have created already, so that gas-based industries can also come in here. While they tap the gas, they also have opportunity of using electricity. As a matter of fact, it is those people that I foresee as sustaining this system, and not even the domestic or residential customers that we are going to have.
Reliability boosts confidence. Confidence attracts investors, and the investors create jobs. The cycle of growth begins with power.
First and foremost, I've always said it, that electricity as a quasi-social commodity has never been free anywhere. In fact, the gas that we are going to get from Wando has asked us to put in a security of about 10 months, otherwise they are not going to give us the gas. Now, not only that, how do we do the operation and maintenance? What the government has done is to ensure that they treat these assets as a sunk cost. Then, going forward, there should be a way by which we should be able to maintain and sustain the system. So if we don't attach a cost to it, obviously it's not going to be sustainable. Give it 10 months after we have drawn down the security guarantee that we give to Owando, and we are not able to pay the gas, and the gas valves are shut off against us. Who pays for it? And so I don't see how it's going to be free. In any case, like you said, 24 hours electricity is not something that people should think that is easy to achieve without some form of financial support from the end user. We are not asking for payments by cutting off your leg and your arm. What we will look for is to ensure that we will do it, make it affordable, so in such a manner that we will be having only our operation and maintenance costs and maybe a fraction to ensure that we maintain other systems that are attached to the power system. So it's not going to be free. No power system has ever been recouped within 10 years. That's why the power plants are modeled in such a way that they sign agreements for 25 years. So it's impossible because power is a regulated commodity. So you cannot put profit at the back of your mind to charge people. You will definitely not be allowed by the regulators. So it's only a minimal markup for return on investment, and that's why power purchase agreements are signed for 25 years to ensure that you'll be able to get. And in fact, I don't even see how 25 years is possible for any recovery of an entire investment. We are carving out a method by which we will be doing a private government relationship model that is going to be a win-win situation. The providers of this equipment are going to remain here with us for the next 1 year to carry out this operation and maintenance alongside our own team. For me, like if you ask me, I would want to just be at that top and then be doing the political aspect of the job. Technically, will hand over this equipment to those that are willing to stay, maintain, and sustain. So we are running a system that we think government will not be able to manage by itself. Yes, we could even make it in such a way that government has just a minimal share in this system, and the entire whole some shares will go to the private persons who will now put their eyes onto the system to make sure that their monies are not sunk, to put in a place where they will not be able to recover. So it's not going to be free. And secondly, we are not going to do business as usual. Government will only do regulatory oversight, but it's going to be technically and economically driven. For the power plants alone, we have spent close to $50 million US for the power plants alone. Now, there's what they call balance of plants. If you walk out there, you will see what I mean. You know what I mean by balance of plant. Those aspects are not in the major contractors' purview. It is done with various other vendors. Those ones alone would have costed us about 13 billion naira or thereabout, and a fraction and $2.something million. And it's still continuous. We have not added even the cost of preparation of land. This land was, like I said, underwater, and the volume of sand that has entered this place can only be imagined by those that sand fill this place, because it was not in my scope. Well, by the time we finish all of this power plant, we will not be spending anything less than about $70 million US. This is what we refer to as the switch gear.
Okay, switch gear.
So power comes from the transformers straight to this, and then these ones now will be the outgoing feeders for the current 4 feeders that we have. We are expecting additional 2 feeders. So, but because these ones are so large, what we didn't take the dimensions of this before we constructed this control room, high voltage room. So what we intend to do is there's an office at that side. We'll break that wall to accommodate the additional feeders that are coming.
They're large, actually.
Yes, that way then we'll be able to cover additional grounds. We'll be able to cover additional grounds.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to make you understand.
Oh, I see.
But all those switch gears are already in Lagos. So by this weekend, they are bringing them in. This project, like the governor says, is a signature project for him and a legacy project. I key into it, and he set up actually a committee. I'm only the technical lead. Various other persons, including the Commissioner of Finance, Commissioner of Justice, and the other principal officers in his office are part of this project. And so to tell you that I am not impressed with what he has done is an understatement. He has taken full possession of this project, and we have never had any delays in funds released to even our development partners, which is actually US dollar based. So we should not trivialize the issues that may arise as challenges. The governor has done his best, and I believe very well that with a proper management team, which we are setting up, we will be able to reap the benefits of our own resources, which the governor has never mentioned as my own money. He has always said these resources belong to the state, and how to use it to the benefit of the state. And therefore, I ask everybody from Bayelsa State to key into this project by doing whatever thing they can do to ensure that it is successful.
Bayelsa sits on one of the richest natural gas belts in Nigeria. The new turbines ensure the state benefits directly from its own resources, reducing waste, minimizing flaring, and converting what was once lost into meaningful energy. No doubt, it is one of the key legacy projects of Senator Diri'S Prosperity Assured administration and will certainly be featured as one of the projects to be commissioned during its 6th anniversary. With the world standard gas turbines, Governor Diri has again redefined governance and has written his name in gold as a phenomenal leader, passionate about development.